Hey everyone, and a massive welcome back to the channel. It is so wonderful to see you here. Before we dive deep, literally, into today's topic, I want to take a moment to send my very best wishes to you and your families. I truly hope you are feeling happy, healthy, and full of positive energy. Wherever you are in the world, take care of yourself. Now, let's plunge into one of the most astonishing facts about our own planet. We have explored less than 10% of the world's oceans. Think about that for a second. We live on a planet we call Earth, yet over 70% of its surface is covered by water, and the vast, overwhelming majority of that aquatic realm remains a complete and total mystery to us. It is the greatest unexplored frontier, not in some distant galaxy, but right here at home. This fact often feels impossible to believe. We have sent robots to Mars, landed probes on asteroids, and sent spacecraft beyond the edges of our solar system carrying golden records for aliens. We have maps of the entire surface of Mars that are more detailed than the maps we have of our own ocean floor. How can that be? The challenge isn't a lack of curiosity, it's the incredibly hostile and difficult environment that the deep sea presents. Exploring the ocean is not like exploring land. It is a world of immense pressure, absolute darkness, and extreme cold. For every 10 meters you descend beneath the waves, the pressure increases by an entire atmosphere. That means at a depth of just 1,000 meters, the pressure is 100 times greater than what we experience at the surface. It is a force so powerful it would crush most submarines like aluminum cans. This immense pressure is the first great barrier to exploration, requiring vehicles to be built like fortresses with thick, metal hulls that can withstand the weight of an entire mountain of water above them. Then there is the darkness. Sunlight can only penetrate the top 200 meters of the ocean. This region is known as the epipelagic or sunlit zone, and it is where most of the life we are familiar with resides. Below that, we enter the twilight zone, where light fades to nothing. Beyond 1,000 meters, we are in the midnight zone, a realm of perpetual and absolute blackness that has existed since the dawn of time, untouched by the sun. To explore here, we must bring our own light, and our lights are incredibly weak compared to the sheer scale of the abyss. They can only illuminate a few meters at a time in water that is often filled with particles, meaning we are essentially exploring a continent the size of Africa by shining a faint flashlight into the void, seeing only tiny, fleeting circles of it at a time. The technology required for this is phenomenally complex and expensive. Building a vehicle that can withstand the pressure, navigate powerful currents in total darkness, and support human life or operate autonomously for long periods is one of the greatest engineering challenges on Earth. Each deep-sea dive, especially those with a human crew, is a massive undertaking that requires a support ship, a dedicated team, and a budget of hundreds of thousands of dollars per day. For a long time, we simply didn't have the technology to go there. It is only in the last century, and really in the last few decades, that we have developed submersibles and remotely operated vehicles robust enough to give us brief glimpses into the deep. This is why we often say we have better maps of the moon than of the ocean floor. Mapping from space using satellites gives us a very low-resolution outline of the seafloor's major features, like mountains and trenches, but to see the details, the hydrothermal vents, the strange creatures, the lost shipwrecks, we have to go down there, and that is a slow, painstaking, and costly process. So, what do we actually know about that less than 10%? Well, we have a general understanding of the major structures. We know where the great mid-ocean ridges are, the longest mountain ranges on Earth. We know where the deepest points are, like the Mariana Trench, which is so deep that if you placed Mount Everest inside it, the summit would still be over 2,000 meters underwater. We have discovered incredible, otherworldly ecosystems that have completely rewritten biology textbooks. The most amazing of these are the hydrothermal vents. These are essentially underwater geysers on the seafloor, spewing superheated, mineral-rich water from beneath the Earth's crust. They form tall, chimney-like structures, and around them, in the complete absence of sunlight, thrives a bizarre and vibrant community of life. Giant tube worms, blind shrimp, and strange crabs thrive not on energy from the sun, but on energy from the Earth itself. Bacteria use a process called chemosynthesis, converting the toxic chemicals from the vent into energy, and this forms the base of a food chain that exists entirely separate from the world we know. The discovery of vents proved that life could flourish in the most extreme conditions, changing our understanding of where life can exist, both on Earth and potentially on other planets like Europa, an ice-covered moon of Jupiter. But for every amazing thing we find, 1,000 new questions emerge. The deep sea is home to what is likely millions of species that we have never seen, classified, or even imagined. Every single time we send a new vehicle down to a new location, we discover life forms that look like they are from another planet. Fish with transparent heads and glowing organs, jellyfish that spin like galaxies, octopuses that resemble ghosts, and squid with enormous, eerie eyes. These animals have evolved incredible adaptations to survive the harsh environment. Bioluminescence, the ability to create their own light, is their primary tool. They use it to attract prey, to confuse predators, and to communicate in the endless night. We are only just beginning to understand the complex language of light that flashes and glows in the darkness below. The potential for discovery isn't just biological, it is geological, archaeological, and chemical. The ocean floor holds records of Earth's climate history in its sediments, contains vast deposits of rare minerals and metals, and is littered with an estimated 3 million shipwrecks, each a time capsule from human history. Furthermore, the chemicals and compounds found in deep-sea organisms have already led to breakthroughs in medicine, including new antibiotics and cancer-fighting drugs. The genetic material of these extremophiles, organisms that love extreme environments, is a treasure trove for biotechnology. We are essentially ignoring a vast library of solutions to human problems because we haven't yet explored the shelves. This is why the statistic of less than 10% explored is so important. It is not a sign of failure, it is a declaration of potential. It is a reminder of how much wonder is left on our own planet, waiting for the next generation of explorers, engineers, and scientists to uncover. It humbles us, showing that we still have so much to learn about the world that dominates our planet. The ocean is the foundation of our existence. It regulates our climate, provides over half of the oxygen we breathe, and feeds billions of people. Understanding it is not just about curiosity, it is about survival. It is about protecting this incredibly vast, largely unknown system that our lives truly depend on. So the next time you look out at the horizon over the sea, remember that you are not looking at the edge of the world, but at the beginning of its greatest mystery. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.